Hello and welcome to the AFL Riverina Football and Netball Show. I'm your host, Hannah Maguire. In this week's show, we'll tell you about the team who's just won a competition for the first time in 11 years. That's coming up not too far away. We'll also chat to Travis Irvin from the Leeton Whitton Crows, and it's a bye in the RFL and Farah League this week, so we'll catch up with a couple of coaches from earlier in the season, and we've asked them a few questions. We'll have their response next.
I think Tigers might be the team to beat this year. We've got a lot of young youth and a lot of depth there coming through with their second grade winning last year.
Look, it would be rude not to say ourselves, but let's not get too cocky. But I think there'll be sort of 4 or 5 sides up there again this year.
Very open competition. I'd probably say you probably couldn't go past last year's finals in Colin Gully and Narandra. Wagga Tigers going to be close. You could throw a blank over the top 5, I reckon.
Be Coolman at this stage, I reckon. They had a very impressive win their first game, so they've recruited well, and I think they're one of the forces in this competition this year.
Coolman seemed to have a good start, but in saying that, I think it's going to be, pretty open and it should be a good comp this year.
That'll have to be tomorrow. Looking pretty impressive.
Tomorrow.
I'd have to say tomorrow. They were up there last year, and they've recruited well this year, and I think they'll be up there again.
Tomorrow.
The Rock.
I can't get past tomorrow at the moment.
Just always keep your feet and see the ball and get the ball.
Just always try your best.
Just play hard and always do your best.
Always keep trying. Never give up.
Just have a great work ethic and never give up. Keep fighting right to the end.
It's always the old train hard, because you have to be able to run harder, longer and faster than your opponent in the last 5 minutes.
Practice hard, but make sure you're working on your left and rights.
McPherson from AFL New South Wales joins us in the studio now to talk about the under-16s Rams, who won Division 2 at the National Carnival recently. Can you tell us a bit about that, Jason? It's a pretty good achievement.
Fantastic achievement. I think it's 2002, so 11 years since New South Wales ACT have won Division 2, and the great thing about it, they went through undefeated, so they beat the 3 other developing states, being Tasmania, Queensland and Northern Territory. So a clean sweep, and all congratulations to Darren Denneman and the talent team, and well coached by ex-Swans legend Ty Canale.
Okay, and they're in Division 2. Tell us a bit about why they're in that division and a bit about the different divisions in the competition.
Yeah, the under-16s National Carnival's obviously 2 divisions. Obviously the 4 states that I've just talked about being the developing states with lesser participation versus the South Australians, Victoria and Western Australia, where football's been around and they've got a greater participation rate of junior and senior footballers.
Okay, why has it taken the New South Wales team so long to win this division?
I think it hasn't been a lack of trying. It's probably been just the lack of talent, or not so much lack of talent. It's the weight of numbers. So there's more kids playing football now than there ever has been in New South Wales and ACT. And when you've got greater numbers, the greater challenge to get in that team. And it's been fantastic that the guys that have been led by Darren Denneman and expert coaching have been able to get the rewards and the results, and look, who knows where the state teams can go in the future. Yeah,
is there any chance that they'll move up to Division 1?
Good question. Not quite sure. I'm not that close to it, but there's no reason why. I think it should be a great challenge in the next 5, 10, 15 years. If you have a look at the talent that especially Southern New South Wales has provided, there's no reason why we can't challenge our Div 1 states. And it happens in the under-18s format. We've played across, and I think it was 2 years ago that New South Wales ACT beat Victoria up in Sydney. So we've got a long way to go. We just need to keep more kids playing the game and more positions up for grab that they're fighting over for a state jumper.
Yeah, speaking of our region's talent, who from the Riverina Southwest took part in this team?
Yeah, well, we had 5 players from AFL Riverina, and looking at their junior footy, we had 2 boys originally from Northern Riverina that currently play for the Mangapla Club, being Jock Cornell and Harvey Danaher. It was great to see those guys that have played some senior footy in the Riverina go up and play well. Also had a couple of boys that have played in the Southwest Juniors, being Jack Irvin and Lockie Flagg from the Jets and Temora respectively. And Charlie Bance from the Wagga Tigers done a fantastic job as well. And look, all 5 boys acquitted themselves really well during the carnival, and the reports that they represented their club and their families really well. And it was fantastic that we've got so much talent that can go up and represent our state from southern New South Wales and AFL Riverina especially.
Thanks for that, Jason, and congratulations, boys. You've done us proud. We'll now catch up with Travis Irvin from the Leeton Whitton Crows.
Snapshot of my career, Brad. Played about 250 senior games across 4 clubs, Warkle, Rivcoll, Leeton and Leeton Whitton. And through school programs as well. I've been the New South Wales Primary School Sports Association coach for 10 years and currently in the convener's role for New South Wales PWSA, which I've held for 4 years. I am the convener for the New South Wales Primary School Sports Association. The role's multifaceted. One is the coordination of all the talented player programs in primary schools across New South Wales as a part of what is a 15-winged operation for New South Wales primary school sports involving a number of other sports. Secondly, it's the coordination of the primary schools knockout as well. So we involve over 150 schools all the way from the Tweed to the Murray in a statewide knockout that culminates in finals in Sydney during August. So that role is quite involved. It also involves the coordination of the state championships, which will be held in Baruga in May this year, where we'll have 13 regions contesting for over 3 days, and from that we also pick the New South Wales state team. The state of AFL footy in Leeton at the moment, Brad, look, I think footy's in a really strong position. We've got tremendous growth in our junior programs. Our Auskick program at Leeton regularly attracts over 200 registered players every year. Through our Southwest Junior Footy League grades, we've got 30 kids in every grade, and our senior club also attracting not only lots of players but lots of families and lots of members. So footy's progressing very well in Leeton. Leeton has been a strong breeding ground for AFL players over the years. As is well documented at the moment, we've got 2 players on AFL lists at the Greater Western Sydney Giants. That's Kurt Aylett and Jacob Townsend, who are both great examples of the junior program that we have running in Leeton. Look, the AFL 9s competition is very popular in Leeton, as it is across, I guess, the MIA and the Riverina. AFL 9s we use in a couple of promotions, I guess, in town. We're looking towards developing a summer competition, as has been run in Griffith, and we also play a Wednesday night competition, which enables our overflow of juniors to get some active footy on Wednesday nights, and also encourages kids from other codes, rugby league, soccer, rugby union, to come and try our great Australian game. And the conversion rate we've had from kids who play Wednesday night footy, or AFL 9s as the format is now, transforming into game day footy has been excellent. Leeton does possess a number of female participants in Australian football. In particular, Sophie Welsh, who represented New South Wales under 15s 2 seasons ago. She'd probably be the standout talent-wise product that we've produced, but our junior program in terms of female participation full stop is excellent. I think a girls AFL complements our netball program in Leeton and gives our footy-loving female public an option in terms of participating in the sport. Our Auskick program, where we have a girls-only program, which is the largest girls-only centre in New South Wales. Last year had 75 registered players, and look, our girls have been able to play on the Sydney Cricket Ground and also at Skoda Stadium over the last couple of years, which has been a great boon for the promotion of the game, especially with female participants. So look, a couple of the real reasons why that's become really popular in town, and look, Leeton's a town that loves all sports, so it's a natural progression that the girls get involved with Aussie rules.
Thanks for that, Brad. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, but we'll be back next week with the tips for the RFL and the Farah League when they play again after their bye. But until then, we'll catch you next time on aflriverina.com.au.